Okay, guys, let's go. Okay, get a tub of popcorn and get a box of tissues ready. We're gonna watch Violet Evergarden.
A few moments later.
You know what? Make them 3 boxes and get a couple of buckets to fill all my tears in. Hey guys, welcome back to Minute101, the show where we take a series and we give you a quick introduction to it and tell you whether you should read it, watch it, or just plain avoid it. This week we're going to talk about something beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Can you guess who wrote this script? It's beautiful. We're going to talk about Violet Evergarden. You knew that, we said that in the intro. Now it's based on a light novel and it's by Akatsuki and Takase. The show is one of Kyoto Animation's best works. And if you guessed it right, Sid wrote this script and he's an animator, so when he says something is the best, it usually means it's the best. The story starts by introducing us to auto memory dolls. These dolls are in charge of assisting people by writing for them. Can you imagine if this was an actual job for people? Having to write for somebody else? I can't think of it. Okay, I'm kidding. Here in India, I do that. But here in India, even in villages, the people had to write letters for the village. So it is usually the postmaster or a school teacher or somebody who was slightly educated. We don't have a lot of education in India. It wasn't very uncommon though. In fact, the story is based in a different world but has a lot of similar aspects to the Victorian era. You can see a lot of machines from the Industrial Revolution as well as Victorian architecture. Now, back to the plot. Violet Evergarden. We follow Violet Evergarden. She was a soldier in the... Let me try to say this right. Okay, I cannot for the life of me pronounce this. But I'm going to read it out. Leidenschaftlich Army and fought in the war. She was trained and brought up to be a weapon. And that's all she understood about the world. War, violence and death. The major of the army, Gilbert, and let me try to say this as well properly. Bougainvillea was the only one who saw her as a human. I am getting a voice that says it's Bougainvillea, but yes, that these guys don't know how it's. I don't know. Names, dude. Names are so annoying. But he was the only one who saw her as human, unlike his brother Dietfried, who treated her like a weapon of war. Oh, it's Dietfried. I'm going to call him Dietfried because that sounds much better. Dietfried, who treated her like a weapon of war, Gilbert left quite an impact on Violet, even giving her a name. During the final battle, Gilbert says, "I love you," to Violet, but Violet has no clue what those words mean because of her rough upbringing. She doesn't process words and emotions and little sad things like that. But this event causes Violet to become an auto memories doll at the Postal company. Yes, she starts writing after killing people, I guess. But Violet is a very interesting character. We see her transform from this robot who's used to following commands to a normal human who can think and feel for themselves. At the beginning of the show, Sid actually thought she was a robot, an actual robot. And he was watching some Twilight Zone kind of story of a robot becoming human. Well, it kind of is, but also isn't. Another reason why we thought she was a robot is because she has 2 prosthetic mechanical arms which she was given after she lost her arms in the war. How does she write with those? That's very confusing. Her character development is basically the story, so we can't get into it without heavily spoiling it. There are some interesting characters though, like Claudia Hodgins, a former lieutenant colonel who is the president of the Postal company, and of course Gilbert. Honestly, the show is mostly about Violet and her journey though. The other people are like supporting characters. The show is really well produced. Kyoto Animation brought the classic style and made it even more beautiful. Every frame is crazy. Now, this is Sid, so we have to get into the animation at least a little bit. But you thought Kaori from Your Lie in April had a big budget? Think again. I will not think again. Kaori is beautiful. Shut up! The effort put into her eyes and hair animation leaves Kaori in the dust. No competition. This is not my personal opinion, by the way. Kaori is amazing, okay guys? Your Lie in April, you should watch it, okay? Violet Evergarden. Okay, Violet, you know what? You ain't as cool as Kaori, okay? But Sylvanas, the famous YouTuber, said in one of his sketches, "This looks way too good. Better than real life." Sylvanus, come on, dude. Anime is always better than real life. Real life sucks, we all know that. That's why we're weebs. Otherwise, we wouldn't like it. But honestly, though, it's a very entertaining journey watching Violet grow. The contrast from her violent war days to her work as an auto memory doll is really exhilarating. The way she learns about emotions through other people's stories and experiences hits you right here, right in the feels. Because of her job, she writes a lot of different letters and helps them fix their problems. And in turn, she learns more about her own feelings. Yes, if you didn't think this anime was going to get you, oh boy. The thing is going to get you in the feels. The beautiful soundtrack also assists in elevating all these emotions. Kyoto Animation has put in so much effort to make sure you get those tears out. But judgment time. Violet Evergarden, watch or not? Weep101 says watch! And that's it for this episode of Minute 101. If you like this content, you can check out our episode from last week about Aono Exhaustus and the Satan Spawn. And if you like good quality anime content in general, you should subscribe. And click that bell icon because we put out new content almost every day. Yeah, that's it. Like, share, follow, and we'll see you next week with another recommendation. Bye!